we can't believe how amazing the wildflower meadow has been, and just I don't think anyone thought it would be as beautiful as it was in the first year, and it's set to get better in the second year with the biennials and perennials coming out then as well. When we first got the site, it was just full of burnt logs burnt everywhere. The whole place was strewn. We didn't realise that it was all concrete based, because obviously there was a broken down wood chip everywhere, and it was just a mess really. And I think what we've done is we've encouraged the areas that have wilded and not destroyed them in any way, and we're adding to them. And also we've added a great variety of wildlife areas in the wildflower meadow and the tree area, which has also got wildflowers sown into it as well.
It's always a joyous thing, I think, really. It's seeing is believing, isn't it? And it's great to see people smile and come and hear about the wonderful weekends that have been happening, and just people's reaction to them. It's fantastic.
The hard work's gone on by our volunteers. We have about 40 volunteers that come on a regular basis, and without them this really wouldn't have been possible. I think the two areas where we've seen the biggest transformation have been obviously the wildflower meadow that was designed by Richard Scott, and the tree planting area, because I think last time it was filmed they were bare Mersey grit and bare soil. The whole meadow was planted by school children. The Year 7 pupils from Calderstones came over for a day. Richard instructed them on how to hand sow, broadcast a meadow, and they thoroughly enjoyed it and were a great credit to their school.
In terms of the whole carbon picture, the carbon capture thing, it's the critical link to people's living environment. So if it all seems really distant, but when you witness it for yourselves, I think we worked out, we put the biochar in under the sand, and that alone sucks in, it basically stores 3.5 tons of carbon. So it's as well as looking pretty, it's also really good science, and you can go quite deep on that, but it's factual. We all should be doing or connecting to projects like this.
There's been certainly so much hard work going on here. I think people have turned up, come rain, come shine, and have been prepared to really get into the brambles, get yourself prickled with nettles, and still come back for more. The volunteers should be, and I think are immensely proud of themselves, because I think each time that we come in with delight, and to see that something else has bloomed. When the wildflowers started, it was just absolutely wonderful. People wanted to come in even when they weren't working, just to see how progress was being made, and just to make sure that everything was in order. When we had a long period of drought, we were really quite worried that the wildflowers wouldn't bloom, and when they did, we couldn't really believe it, especially into sand.
Well, it's fantastic, and it shows exactly what can happen in parks if you spark good ideas and put them into practice. So it's not just talking, it's actually doing, isn't it? And that's the wonderful thing. It relates to a story across the city about how special our parks are. It's always magic to see. Whatever happens, it's always magic.